Hey there, viewers. So, and I finally have some time to do some stuff on my own truck, other than busy with work and busy helping people with their cars. So I finally have some time to go through my truck and take a look at some things. And there's one thing that I wanted to do was um, redo the fluid film on the frame. But there are certain things that I found, where it is starting to rust underneath. And this is only like a 2.5-year-old truck, almost 3 years. I got it last year. No, not last year. I got it in January, February, March. Got it in March of 2021, and yeah, it's only been over 2.5 years, 3 years. So I just want to bring you around and show you where are the spots that I'm starting to find rust on the frame. And yeah, so I got myself a couple cans of fluid film. So yeah, I'm just gonna start spraying areas where it's starting to rust. So let me just bring you underneath the truck and then I'll show you. All right, so we're gonna start from back here. I hope we can see everything. I might have to grab my flashlight, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good back here. Not much, surface rust. I got a buddy who has a TRD Pro 4Runner 2019, and it's completely like covered in surface rust in the back here. And he didn't put any kind of fluid film or anything or any kind of rust prevention, and he's kind of regretting it now because it's all completely rusted over. Let me get my flashlight. But other than that, it looks pretty good back here, other than like typical where the two pieces of metal join together. I guess from body flex they end up eventually rusting, like here, and then where they weld and then they paint over, it starts rusting there. I got the Old Man Emu constant heavy leaf springs, and you can see they're just rusted over. Right. Same with this side. They also make creaking noises when you come to a stop or when you accelerate. No matter how much grease you put into them, they still creak. You can see over there. I packed them with grease, but it doesn't really help. So yeah, that's what it looks back here. It doesn't look too bad. Just a couple of spots that are, kind of rusty. Other than, those are shocks, surface rust. Those are Old Man Emus as well. But yeah, not too bad. I'm gonna start spraying it down with the fluid film. All right, so we're in the middle section of the Tacoma, and everything looks pretty good, right? You're wondering why there is another layer here. That's just the rock sliders. They kind of bolt up against the frame, so kind of more of a reinforcement than anything. But I did soak it with fluid film in between the rock sliders and the frame before I bolted that on. So that's what it looks like. So this part looks good, right? There's the transfer case. That side also looks pretty good, right? So that's not too bad. A couple of spots that I noticed that there is rust is your cab mounts inside these holes. If you don't fluid film or cavity wax, they will start to rust, and you can see. Yeah, how's that look? So yeah, I'm just pointing out this part. Once it starts rusting, it's just gonna keep rusting. So yeah, those are the other areas that I've noticed, and spots where they're starting to flake off and it's starting to rust. That I just probably hit something and it's just starting to rust too. Yeah, same thing on the other cab mount. In those holes, those are starting to rust as well. Anything I've probably scraped onto probably are rusting. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Now I'll go to the front, I guess. Okay, so we're in the wheel well. There's a couple of spots. I think where those are welded right there, or the welds that's been painted over, starting to rust. And then typical your suspension starting to rust down there. But that's just the aftermarket suspension that I put on there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Here's the front. Big dent in the skid plate over there. Don't remember when that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, same thing over there. I got 2 cans of fluid film. Also this little straw thingy that's gonna, you know, it attaches to the top of the can, and you can reach up into the crevices inside the frame and spray with fluid film that way. But yeah, if you want any of this stuff, there will be a link in the description to my Amazon affiliate store, and you know, any purchases will, you know, help me out. And so yeah, anyways, I'm going to start from the rear and then work my way to the front. Empty now, so covered quite a lot. I only finished 1 can. Still got a full can here. These things are pretty heavy, so there's a lot of stuff in here. So one covered quite a lot on the truck. So I covered everything up front, you know, back here, over here, right on both sides. So I got it, you know, sprayed into there, and then, you know, back side, if you can see that, right, and then everything back here is nice and covered. It's got that glisten, I guess. Also back here is also covered, right? I also sprayed the hitch. And then inside the hitch, where the hole is, in there, right? So yeah, so got a lot covered with just 1 can. I'll probably save this can, so when I go to work, I will get the spots that I've missed while it's on the hoist. That way I can, you know, cover everything else. So anyways, I guess that's about it. If you're looking into getting a Tacoma and you're wondering what it's like after almost 3 years, and you know what's starting to rust, yeah, not much. It's just, you know, a bit of surface rust. That's about it. I guess it's typical. I guess it happens to every truck. No truck is gonna get no truck is gonna be rust free, especially here in Canada. And yeah. So anyways, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Some scratches on the paint.